Vegas, considering Henderson, good news for you. The tedious research stops here because I've got you covered. This video is going to give you a complete rundown of one of the most popular areas to live in Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada. Now, this video is so jam-packed with information that I actually had to break it up into 2 parts. Actually, I probably should have done 3. So if you haven't already watched part 1, be sure to add that to the watch list after you finish this video. In case you're wondering, my name is Laci, your Las Vegas bestie, and I'm a relocation, real estate, and lifestyle expert. My mission in life is to help you get from where you are to where you want to be right here in my neon hometown. So if you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas, I want to connect with you today. I need to know about it before you think you're ready. I don't care if you're moving in 10 years. I want you to call me today. So click the link in the description below or the pinned comment and we can work together to make this dream come true. Okay, when we talk about Henderson, let's just talk about the fact that Henderson is absolutely one of the most popular places to live for people who choose Las Vegas as their home. There are so many reasons to love Las Vegas and to love Henderson, but the one thing everybody seems to get wrong about Henderson is that they seem to think that it's a one-size-fits-all experience, and it's absolutely not. Henderson is huge, and it has a lot of variation when it comes to lifestyle and experience. In part 1 of this series, I divided the east side of Henderson into 5 or 6 neighborhoods to help you understand the nuances of each area. For this video, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna start with the center and move our way all the way to the west with the same approach. So moving across Henderson to the west, I'm gonna take you through each area, talk about the history, talk about the vibe, the amenities, the neighborhoods, the education options, and of course, the houses and the housing prices. So let's get this party started with a very unknown area of Henderson called Mulla Hills. Nestled snugly between the charming Old Henderson that we talked about in the last video and the vibrant Green Valley neighborhoods, which I'm going to talk about extensively in this video, you're going to find Mulla Hills, which is a spot that's kind of become a personal favorite of mine. Why? Well, let's talk about this. It's a stone's throw away from the freeway. It's got huge amenities that nobody really talks about. A huge array of local restaurants, a casino, parks, all this stuff just kind of all surrounding it. And the best part about it is it has views of the city that are gonna leave you with your jaw on the floor. Now, if you're eyeing condos or townhomes in this area, you can expect the prices to range anywhere from $275,000 to like $400,000. For those of you who are looking for a full-fledged house, something a little bit bigger, the spectrum extends from about $360,000 all the way up and beyond the $4 million mark. Lots and lots of really cool options in this area. Now, when it comes to Mulla Hills and education, it's a little bit of a chameleon because of the fact that zoning crosses over the old area of Henderson and sort of the newer side. So it's sitting at a bit of a crossroads. So as we discussed in the previous video, Old Henderson has access to a lot of really great things, and so does Green Valley. So I'm gonna walk through this in the next section so that you can understand these areas that I'm discussing today are so closely knit together that they're all gonna be offering about the same experience when it comes to education. If you're looking for more information on zoning or on schools or on anything as it relates to education in Las Vegas, please check out ccsd.net. That's going to be an amazing resource for you to kind of find out all that you need to know and do your proper research. Next up is going to be an amazing little neighborhood called Gibson Springs. Gibson Springs is lovingly referred to by us locals as Green Valley East, and it's a gem in Henderson that's truly blossomed over the last decade. This community has experienced really big growth, which is awesome, continually adding all kinds of cool amenities and upscale neighborhoods that are nothing short of stunning. From shopping to dining, of course, and entertainment and family adventures, it's really going to be all right there for you when it comes to this area because both Mulla Hills that we just talked about and Gibson Springs are right near the Stephanie and Mark Street corridors, where you're going to discover a ton of shopping from Lowe's to Home Depot, Target, Walmart, you know, all the creature comforts. And you have access to the Galleria Mall with over 100 stores and dining options. The shopping scene here is pretty on point. Now, when we dive into the housing scene, when it comes to Gibson Springs specifically, you're gonna find a pretty diverse range of homes spanning from like $200,000 up to like the mid $500,000s. But one interesting quirk that most people don't know about is that a lot of these homes are cleverly tucked away from that main thoroughfare that I just talked about. So that Stephanie Mark Street corridor that has tons of shopping and restaurants, and it is, I mean, God, you should see this on like the day after Thanksgiving. It's crazy over there. You would think that living over there might not be a great thing, but the way that these neighborhoods have been laid out, they are tucked far away and behind all of that noise, and it makes it really awesome because you have easy access but don't have to deal with the busyness. Now, as I mentioned before, when it comes to education, you're absolutely in luck. This specific area, Gibson Springs, connects to some of the city's top-rated schools. Again, just want to remind you, go to ccsd.net if you want to explore and learn more about our school system and our education options, because there are a lot of them. Don't let the news fool you. But like many other areas covered in part 1, in this video series, you're going to be talking about the same thing. You're going to have access to public schools, charter schools, religious private schools, and even in this area specifically, Touro University is going to be right down the street. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about all the fun in this neighborhood, because beyond the shopping and the dining, one of the area's crown jewels, of course, is Sunset Station Hotel and Casino, one of our local gaming hotspots. Now, fun fact, yours truly used to work there, so I have a little bit of a soft spot for station casinos and all of the vibrancy and awesomeness that they bring to our city, because Las Vegas locals casinos, if you don't know, are kind of like community centers or community hubs. They offer everything that you're looking for a fun night out with the family, whether it be movie theaters or bowling alleys, live music, bars, restaurants, and they even offer childcare services for those parents who might need a well-deserved night out, especially if you just relocated and don't have any family here. Now, if casinos aren't your cup of tea, you're still in for a treat, because this neighborhood actually has some of the city's most popular destination parks, such as Cornerstone Park and the neighboring Arroyo Grande Park, which has a sports complex attached to it. You can walk in through both of these parks and it feels like a small town. You can feed ducks in the serene lake and the 100-acre Cornerstone Park, which is like a kind of an oasis right off the freeway. You would never expect that it actually has ducks and really cool experiences there. But also you've got sports facilities, including disc golf, baseball fields, basketball fields, basketball courts, the works. And there's also a really cool thing about these two parks is that a lot of the local sports teams and families kind of join there for a true kind of community center environment. So it's really, really fun to call this area home. Okay, that's it for Gibson Springs. Now it's time to dive into a neighborhood that's very near and dear to my heart, holds a lot more memories than any other place in Las Vegas, and that is Green Valley. I love Green Valley, and I've been in love with it since it first came about. I actually grew up just a few steps away from Green Valley, and I used to always watch the people building the beautiful homes in that area and used to dream of raising my family in that area. And I was thrilled to actually make that a reality. My kids also loved it just as much as I did. Situated right in the heart of Henderson, and I mean boom, right smack in the heart of it, Green Valley holds the distinction of being Southern Nevada's very first master plan community. Believe it or not, this stunning community was already taking shape way over a decade before the world famous Summerlin became about. So there, Summerlin lovers. The inception of Green Valley Master Community can be traced back to 1978. This spans an expansive 84-acre stretch, which is in the southeast Las Vegas Valley. And as time went on, smaller sub-communities such as Green Valley Ranch, Green Valley North, Green Valley South, kind of sprouted up within the larger master plan community boundaries. Green Valley truly exudes elegance, offering so many amenities, so many restaurants. It's unbelievable. Every retail need and desire is going to be matched. But nestled right at the heart of Green Valley is the fabulous Green Valley Ranch Resort, Spa, and Casino. Again, yours truly used to work there, fondly known as GVR. Now, much like the other station's casino properties, this hotspot boasts a hotel, a casino, a day spa, a movie theater, and it's got all kinds of amazing restaurants inside. And for those who enjoy shopping and a little bit more of an outdoor experience, the district at Green Valley Ranch is a must visit for anybody, even if you're just visiting from out of town. It's an open air mall that's like a treasure trove of kind of like luxury boutiques, bars, restaurants, and they even have splash pads for the kids during the summer and outdoor entertainment options to keep the entire family excited. Just across the street from the district is the newly created Dollar Loan Center Arena. It's a versatile indoor venue that has 6,000 seat capacity, and it's the proud home, of course, of the Henderson Silver Knights AHL hockey team, and of course our Henderson Symphony Orchestra. Right in the same premises, you're also going to be finding the very infamous and locals' favorite Paseo Verde Library and the Henderson Multi-Generational Center and Aquatic Complex, which I have definitely spent more time at than I would like to admit. Green Valley is not just about shopping and entertainment. For those of you who love golf, you're in for a treat, of course. There are world-class golf facilities right in the vicinity. You've got Legacy Golf Club, Wild Horse Golf Club, Desert Willow Golf Club, Dragon Ridge, Cascada Golf Club, and so many more, which we're going to talk about. For those of you who love the outdoors, of course, I don't want to forget to mention Green Valley is also home to Sunset Park, which is one of Nevada's largest parks. It's a whopping 185 acres, and it's got every sports facility you could imagine, not to mention an extensive network of walking and biking trails. But the best part, in my opinion at least, is the 14-acre Sunset Park Pond, which is a serene pond that you can actually feed ducks, look at the mountains, enjoy just a day by the water with your family, and even try fishing. While Green Valley has tons of parks and tons of amazing things, I wanted to make sure that I mentioned Sunset Park because it's actually huge, it's the granddaddy of all of them, and it definitely deserves a special mention. When it comes to housing in Henderson, Green Valley offers a very wide range of options, ranging from condos to multi-million-dollar custom homes. So just like Summerlin, Green Valley has its fair share of luxury master plan communities within it. I'm going to talk about a few of those here in just a second. Friendly reminder, if you're in the research phase of your moving process, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help you find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and for your budget. If it doesn't matter if you're looking to move now or 10 years from now, I'm excited to meet you anytime and I want to help you plan. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment. So as I mentioned, Green Valley has sort of like Green Valley is the big thing, and then there's like much of subdivisions within it. And so we're going to talk about a few of those beautiful neighborhoods that are pretty luxurious today. We've got Green Valley Estates, the Fountains, the Grand Legacy, Aaya, McDonald Ranch, and my personal favorite, Quail Ridge Estates. And for those of you who are looking for more of an active adult community, Green Valley is also home to the McDonald Ranch Del Webb 55+ community, which we'll talk about. Now, when it comes to home prices, as I mentioned before, I'm just going to touch on it again. Green Valley is definitely not one size fits all. It's going to cover the gamut. You can find options starting around $350,000, whether it be condos or townhomes, all the way up to multi-million-dollar custom homes. But there is something almost for everybody's budget, which is great. You don't have to be rich to live in Henderson. You don't have to be rich to live in Green Valley. You just have to talk to the right people. Now, of course, I'm going to touch on education. I've mentioned it a few times. I want to talk specifically about this area because Green Valley in Henderson specifically is renowned for its exceptional schooling options. Green Valley is the epicenter of this educational experience, which is awesome. Green Valley Ranch is going to be zoned with the choice of public, private, charter, and many of the other schools that I've mentioned before, and they are celebrated as some of the best in Clark County. Again, for in-depth information about school ratings, go to ccsd.net and do your research. If you're at all concerned about proximity to Las Vegas when it comes to living in Henderson or in Green Valley is just a quick 15-minute drive from the Strip, and you can go to the Harry Reid International Airport in about 10 minutes, depending on where you are. Next up is one of those master plan communities that I just mentioned before that I think deserves its own little bit of a deep dive, and that's McDonald Ranch. This is located in the southeastern corner of our Las Vegas Valley, of course. You're going to discover that McDonald Ranch is a master plan community, and here the custom homes are seamlessly integrated into the mountainscape of Las Vegas. That's the highest level. Then they've got other sub-neighborhoods just around there. Within this master plan paradise, you're going to definitely find several smaller neighborhoods and subdivisions, as I just mentioned. Each of them is going to offer a diverse ranging in terms of housing options and lifestyles, as well as price. But some of the more notable ones are going to be McDonald Highlands, Sun City McDonald Ranch, which is that active adult community I just mentioned, and the Canyons, but that's just to name a few. There's tons of little neighborhoods inside here. McDonald Highlands is the premium guard-gated sub-community perched high above the valley. It's home to some grand luxury residences and of course estates with a huge wide range of celebrity residents, including Mr. Steve Aoki himself. This neighborhood is intertwined with the private Dragon Ridge Country Club and its amazing golf course, and homes in McDonald Ranch are starting around $1.5 million, and they go way up from there. Sun City McDonald Ranch, on the other hand, caters to more of that 55+ community, that active adult community. In this area, there's over 2,500 single-family homes and villas, and that are thoughtfully spread throughout and across about a 564-acre upscale area of Green Valley. It's right in the heart, which is awesome. Sun City McDonald Ranch homes in that 55+ community are going to range anywhere from $450,000 to about $750,000, again, depending on the size and where you're located. Meanwhile, the Canyons at McDonald Ranch is a gated community with striking modern architecture, very different, stands out a little bit from the rest. It's got the most breathtaking views of the city, and it's honestly no wonder that the Canyons also attract superstar celebrity residents who are looking for kind of the best of both worlds. These homes start at the $800,000 mark and go up from there. Aside from the district, now again, to touch on amenities one more time, just because there are so many things to offer in this area, I want to mention that aside from the district and the GVR casino and the restaurants and things like that I mentioned, this area is home to Dragon Ridge Golf Club, which is an impressive 18-hole championship golf course, as well as Desert Willow Golf Course. You'd think I might be done talking about luxury living at this point, but that is absolutely not the case. Henderson and Green Valley are home to some of the most amazing luxury homes in the valley, and the next area is truly exceptional. It's time to raise the stakes. Let me introduce you to the next neighborhood in Henderson. It's Aaya. Aaya takes high-end living to a whole new level when it comes to Henderson and honestly Las Vegas. All of these homes are featuring panoramic views of the city, which are unmatched, they're unbelievable, and a stunning collection of like desert contemporary homes with a remarkable list of amenities that I won't have time to go into in depth in this video, but trust me, Aaya, they've got it going on. Perched 9 miles south of the Las Vegas Strip up on the mountain. You can't miss it. Aaya is a collection of 313 custom estate homes that redefine opulence, in my opinion. Each of those home sites is thoughtfully positioned atop the majestic backdrop of our beautiful city. And I know I'm using a lot of descriptive words, but that's how gorgeous it is, I have to say. So what you're gonna see is it's a private sanctuary spanning an impressive 31 miles, and the site of Aaya is actually pretty breathtaking. You can't miss it. Just looking at this neighborhood, because it's perched inside the side of the mountain, you can see it almost anywhere from the valley. It's no surprise that numerous celebrities have also chosen to build their custom homes within Aaya, because this sets the stage for an unparalleled level of luxury, and the views are to die for. At the heart of Aaya, you're gonna find an impressive 23,000 square foot clubhouse with a bunch of community connections and recreational activities, private gatherings, things like that. I'm not gonna run through the list. Trust me when I tell you, if you're interested in Aaya, we'll go deep on that one if you need to. But just know the community clubhouse is absolutely there to support a higher level luxury style living for the people who choose to live there. Now, when it comes to pricing a home site, that's just the dirt that your home is going to be built on in the Aaya neighborhood. They're starting at about $1.5 million just for the land, but from there, the canvas is absolutely yours to customize to your heart's desire, of course, and to your budget. In Aaya, the stage is set really for you to create a living experience that's gonna reflect your style and your preferences, and it is the epitome of luxury living inside of Henderson. The next neighborhood is a fan favorite from any and all of my clients who live there. Anthem is a sought-after master plan community that is located at the southernmost tip of Las Vegas. Anthem was developed by Del Webb Corporation in 1998, and it shines as one of the area's highest average household incomes in Las Vegas. Believe it or not, even with those million-dollar houses I was talking about over in Aaya, there's still a higher average household income in Anthem. It's no surprise that consistently this ranks among one of the best neighborhoods to live and to raise a family in Henderson by many, many, many lists around the globe. The Anthem experience really begins from the moment you drive through its entrance, where you're greeted by a grandiose, oversized rock wall waterfall, which sets the tone for the opulence that you're about to experience throughout the neighborhood. Anthem features several highly praised communities, starting with Anthem Country Club, then of course the age-restricted Sun City Anthem for those who are 55 years old and better, and the budget-friendly, which I use the word budget very loosely these days, but the budget-friendly Coventry homes in Anthem. And then more recent additions include Anthem Highlands, Anthem Heights, Anthem Estates, and Solera at Anthem. None of that really matters, just say Anthem and we'll look at Anthem for you when you're interested. Now I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper on Anthem Country Club, just why not? And it's because it's home to semi-custom and custom residences that are gonna cover a wide range of prices. This private country club, which is located right in the center of the neighborhood, offers a complete package of experiences from golf to fitness to social events, and more than 1,000 social and golf members who reside both inside and outside of the gates. Anthem Country Club really does stand at the top when it comes to country club excellence. I'm not a country club girl, but from what I've heard, everybody in the Las Vegas Valley knows about Anthem, and they know that it's a good one. Now, homes in Anthem Country Club will range anywhere from $800,000 to well over $2 million, depending on the size and, of course, the location within the neighborhood. Home prices in Anthem proper, outside of those gates, is going to range anywhere from $500,000 or mid-500s to multi-million-dollar homes as well. Anthem really does take pride in being the home to the finest rated public and private schools in all of Henderson and honestly in all of Las Vegas. In fact, some of these schools are tucked away within the actual neighborhood itself. Once again, I'm going to remind you, go to ccsd.net if you want to look it up, but you can certainly recognize that the Anthem schools are going to stand out among the rest. No matter which Anthem neighborhood you choose, you're definitely going to be immersing yourself in one of the most prestigious and highly sought after communities in the entire Las Vegas Valley. It's absolutely gorgeous, positioned right at the top of Eastern Avenue, which is a main thoroughfare in Henderson. You're going to have access to over 500 restaurants and small businesses and shops, and it's just nothing short of an easy access shopper's paradise. Okay, now let's journey over to a new neighborhood that's etched in my memory as one of the best places I've ever called home, and that is Seven Hills. This beautiful neighborhood is actually just a stone's throw away from Anthem. So again, we're talking like a street's difference between these two neighborhoods, and it's again at the southernmost tip of Henderson. Seven Hills pays homage to the Tuscany region in Italy with the designs of the homes, and it sprawls over 1,300 acres and includes more than 2,500 top-tier houses and condos, among which are several hundred exquisite custom-built homes tucked away behind guard-gated entrances. Here you're going to find a wide range of home prices again, but these are going to start more in the $500,000 range all the way up to multi-million-dollar estates, as we've mentioned. Most properties and open spaces are going to give you access to gorgeous mountain views and breathtaking views of the Strip. That's probably why it's one of my favorite places I've ever lived. And it's home to a lot of celebrities and known entrepreneurs like boxing legend Mike Tyson, pro basketball star Bryce Harper, and a bunch of other Las Vegas entertainers and sports icons, as well as celebrities. And I used to live there, so I guess I'll add my name to the list. The heart of Seven Hills is anchored by a 24-hour guard-gated community, and those were some of the first luxury subdivisions that were ever built in Las Vegas starting in the 1990s. Much like Anthem, Seven Hills enjoys an amazing amenity package with its prime location right off of that eastern border that I mentioned before, and you're going to literally have access to hundreds of dining options, shopping, and all the more that comes with it. For those of you who enjoy the outdoors, this community also has two gorgeous parks perched above the city, offering breathtaking views. And golf enthusiasts will be excited to know that the Rio Seco golf course weaves its way right through the stunning canyons, and it's right in the middle of this community as well. For those of you who want to talk about the casino excitement, again, Seven Hills is conveniently located right between the M Resort, Spa and Casino, and GVR, which I've mentioned earlier in this video. Now, we've done an incredible journey through all the neighborhoods in Henderson, or at least the ones that I find notable, covering both in part 1 and part 2 of this series. Now it's time for the grand finale. We've saved the most popular neighborhood for the absolute last, and I know why it's the most popular, because it's inspiring from the get-go. Welcome to Inspirada, where you're encouraged to live inspired, just based off their slogan alone. There's over 4,000 residents who live in Inspirada who absolutely are raving fans and so happy that they chose to live there for a lot of reasons. But mostly, Inspirada stands out as a community that's like a turnkey solution with an immediate sense of belonging, a wealth of fantastic amenities that I'll talk through in a minute, and just effortless access to everything and anything you could possibly want out of Las Vegas. So if you're looking for a complete package, Inspirada might just be the place for you. And you can continue to build new homes, which is why I think it's probably considered the most favorite right now, because they're still building. This is an 85-acre community that's a really unique opportunity in Henderson, with a range of home prices within Inspirada that go from like $450,000 to above $1.5 million. And the neighborhood is continuously evolving, as I mentioned, because you still have the opportunity to build a home from scratch and be a part of this awesome community. Inspirada takes the concept of walkability to a whole new level, especially when it comes to Henderson and Las Vegas. You basically have to drive everywhere, but the community is artfully designed with 5 parks, 3 pools, basketball courts, tennis courts, a neighborhood coffee shop, community events every single month, and a partridge in a pear tree. Are you getting what I'm saying here? They give you everything you want, which is awesome. The closest local casino that applies to Henderson is going to be, of course, the M Resort Spa, but you'll also have access to Green Valley Ranch and South Point Casino. So now we're on the far, far west side of Henderson, if you're understanding where we are from the map perspective. So when you make Inspirada your home, you're absolutely going to be excited. You're never going to regret it. I know everyone who lives there has absolutely said, thank goodness I chose Inspirada. And for those of you, as a little cherry on top, who are Raiders fans, you'll be excited to learn that the Raiders practice facility, their headquarters, the Intermountain Health Performance Center, is located just down the street. So you'll get to high-five your Raiders on the way in and the way out of your neighborhood if you choose to move to Inspirada. Lastly, when it comes to education, Inspirada takes pride in being home to some of the top-rated and award-winning public schools and charter schools located right within the Inspirada community. It's no wonder, truly, that people consistently choose Inspirada as their #1 place to call home for that reason alone. Some people even move sight unseen, many of my clients as well, and I think that that turnkey experience perfectly aligns with kind of what I want for you out of this entire experience of working with me and moving to Vegas: a turnkey solution, immediate community, and the ability to just smile every single day while you're here. Believe it or not, Inspirada was actually recognized as one of the top 10 best master plan communities in the nation just a couple years ago. So if you're looking for a community that truly inspires, Inspirada might be the answer. Okay, so now as I mentioned when we first started this video, Henderson is absolutely not a one-size-fits-all experience. As you can see, we have several neighborhoods, several sub-neighborhoods, several sub-neighborhoods of the sub-neighborhoods. There's nothing but sub-neighborhoods. It's packed. Green Valley is packed, Henderson is packed, and each of those neighborhoods gives its own unique vibe and experience to you, which I love. Working with me and working with my team really gives me an opportunity to listen to you, listen to what kind of a lifestyle you're looking for, and match it up with your budget, and then go shopping. So please, please, please make sure you're reach out to me if you're thinking about moving to Vegas. If you have not seen part 1 of this video, I absolutely want you to go ahead and watch that right now, and I'm gonna pin that for you here to make it easy. This video only covers half of what I'm talking about. The other one covers the other half. Now, I know this is a lot of information, but I really hope that it helps paint the picture of what life could be like when you choose to move to Las Vegas, and specifically in Henderson. I grew up in Henderson. I raised my kids in Henderson. Doesn't mean I don't know the rest of the valley, but Henderson absolutely holds a true special place in my heart. Stay tuned for more deep dive videos like this about other neighborhoods in and around Las Vegas. It's about to get really educational here on my channel, so be sure to subscribe, like, and tell your friends about it. Once again, I'm gonna say it one last time. I'm Laci, your Las Vegas gal. If you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas, I wanna freaking know about it today. So if you made it this far, click the link in the description below. Say hi to me. Let's get to know each other and get this party started. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.